Assalamualaikum and hi to Sir Faidun and friends. We are from Group 9 and we are going to present on event sustainability profile of FIFA World Cup event. I will start the presentation with a little bit history of the FIFA World Cup. The FIFA World Cup, often simply called the World Cup, is an international association football competition contested by senior men's national team of the members of FIFA, the sport global governing body. This event determines the sport world champion. It is likely the most popular sporting event in the world. Uniquely, the FIFA World Cup have proactively developed all parts of the game, including innovation in the match ball design. The FIFA World Cup was first held in 1930 when FIFA decided to stage an international men's football tournament under the era of FIFA President Julius Rimet. The inaugural edition, held in 1930, was contested as a final tournament of only 13 teams invited by the organization. Since then, the World Cup has experienced successive expansion and format remodeling, with its current 32-team final tournament preceded by a 2-year qualifying process involving over 200 teams from around the world. Every event held must have a specific purpose. Likewise, the purpose of the FIFA World Cup is firstly to fulfill the commitment to FIFA. Government will use the hosting of the World Cup as a part of country's program for achieving economic growth and development. The hosting of the World Cup will be catalyst for faster economic growth and the achievement of development goals. The mission of FIFA World Cup event is to share nations' unique identity with the world through amazing FIFA World Cup experience that will connect people like never before. Celebrating football and their region build intercultural understanding and develop opportunities. Talking about the profile, I have prepared a very simple table regarding the profile to make it easier to understand. FIFA World Cup held every 4 years for a month. The venue of the event basically is different nation each time it is held, whereby it is selected by the council. Same goes to the theme of the event, will be different and various themes decided by host country. That's all from me. Pass to the next presenter.
Everyone, my name is Nurizatul Irwansyah and my metric number is 271830 and my part is the current issue of FIFA World Cup that will be held in Qatar in year 2022. The first issue would be the LGBT fans. The legal status of homosexuality in Qatar has attracted attention in the media. Homosexuality is illegal in Qatar, with offenders facing fines and up to 7 years of imprisonment. On the 8th of December 2020, Qatar announced that it would comply with FIFA rules of promoting tolerance and rainbow flags will be allowed in the stadium at the 2022 World Cup. According to the 2022 World Cup Chief Executive Nasser Al-Khater, when it comes to the rainbow flags in the stadiums, FIFA have their own guidelines, they have their rules and regulation, whatever they may be, we will respect them. The next one would be climate. As the World Cup usually occurs during the Northern Hemisphere summer, the weather in Qatar was a concern with temperatures reaching more than 50 Celsius. Qatar Beach Chief Executive Hassan Al-Tawardi said heat is not and will not be an issue because each of the 5 stadiums will harness the power of the sun rays to provide a cool environment for players and fans by converting solar energy into electricity that will then be used to cool both fans and players at the stadiums. When games are not taking place, the solar installations at the stadium will export energy onto the power grid. During matches, the stadiums will draw energy from the grid. This is the basis for the stadium's carbon neutrality. Along with the stadiums, we plan to make the cooling technologies we have developed available to other countries in hot climates so that they too can host major sporting events. So the last one would be transportation. At the opening of International Association of Public Transport, Jassim bin Saif Al Sulaiti, Minister of Transport, said Qatar is currently working on the development of advanced transport infrastructure in the country, which will not only help us to prepare for hosting the 2022 FIFA World Cup, but will be a legacy for our people and our country. Also, he said the Doha Metro network with 4 integrated lines would cover 233 kilometers and 96 stations. And also, according to a staff writer for BQ in 2014, Qatar currently has about 2,500 kilometers of highways, and then set plan is for 8,500 kilometers by 2022. And in addition to public transport bus lines, we currently have 160 bridges connecting roads, and it is expected that the number of bridges would reach 200 by 2020. And in addition to increasing the number of tunnels from the current one to 32 in the future. The writer also quoted Jasnim bin Saif Al Sulaiti, Minister of Transport, who said Qatar has collected QR 5 billion over the next 5 years to develop the current fleet of 400 buses in the public transport company to a network of 2,000 buses. And so that is all from me. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Mama Hafiz Mama Roslan 269611. So I'm going to talk about my parts, which is trends of World Cup. The first trend emerging in technology terms is AR or VR technology, which is make us closer to the game than ever, which is its first time ever Ultra HD 4K transmission for all 64 games through World Cups. The second one is the blockchain to prevent illegal resales, which is we use RFID, which is radio frequency identification, to prevent frauds by sales that false or cancelled tickets. And the last one trends is innovations within a game, which is we have VAR, video assistant referee, for the first time in the World Cup 2018 to make decisions more accurate and fair for both teams.
My name is Ongzi. Entry number is 279454. Now, I represent about the shareholder. World Cup is one of the most widely spread sport event in the world. Therefore, we need the support of commercial operations who provide a lot of support and help for whole event arrangement. The shareholder of the World Cup 2018 can be divided into the 5 groups, that is, event organizer, workforce, participant, supply chains, and attendees. First is event organizer. The event organizer of this event is Federation International Football Association, FIFA. They have been holding this large-scale football match since 1930. World Cup 2018 has been held in Luzhniki Stadium at Russia. The second is workforce. The World Cup 2018 will hire employees and volunteers as well as organizers representing them to complete this event from 0 to 100. The third is participant. The Football World Cup is a quadrennial tournament in which 32 nation teams participate. The team do not limit the age of amateur player, so the event is most like contest between the best player in the world. Next is supply chain. World Cup sponsor and partner for Russia, including Budweiser, Hisense, McDonald's, Vivo, Adidas, Coca-Cola, Wada Group, Gazprom, Hyundai, Kia Motor, and Qatar Airways. They give support and sponsorship for different aspects, but this is a win-win situation, because when the World Cup can get better resources, and this sponsor can also get the very higher exposure, because the World Cup is an event that attracts worldwide attention. Last is attendees. The audience of FIFA World Cup has exceeded 10 million since 1994. In 2018, have 3.03 people watched the World Cup at the stadium, and the average audience of the World Cup 2018 is 47,371 people.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Alisna Jaha binti Muhammad Rizal and my matrix number is 281888. Putting on the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia is no easy task with many logistical challenges to overcome. So I want to talk about the facilities and amenities, transportation and other logistics resources provided in the World Cup 2018. Firstly, housing. Russia made it one of their top priorities to have enough accommodation for fans. In preparation for the World Cup, they will build over 100 new hotels. Looking for foreigner investors to help fund this, they hope that this project will help with overall tourism. Next is transportation. With matches happening in the multiple cities around the country, transportation is something that is essential. Russia has provided all fans with a fan ID free ground transportation for the duration of FIFA. This means free public transit is the hosting cities and intercity trains. The fan ID is a pass that fans get when they buy their tickets and will serve as their visa into the country and pass for entry to the stadiums in addition to free transportation. They receive this before entering the country when they purchase their tickets. Lastly, is overall infrastructure is one of the most important parts of an international event such as in the World Cup. With so many people to manage, it is essential for any country hosting such a large-scale event to have a proper means to keep everything under control. For FIFA 2018, Russia spent over 13 billion USD on infrastructure, including the new hotels in each of the participating cities. Airport terminals were added to airports and hospitals were equipped. All this in anticipation for the World Cup.